It's almost mid Sunday morning, and I'm just leaving. I have a function to attend, and yeah, and some semi goodbyes to give. So I wish you a happy day, and wish me also a happy day and a happy Sunday to all of you. Yeah, I'm all decked out because sorry. My trouser is folded because the roads are so dusty, and I don't like this thing of I always get to places when everywhere is so dusty until the clothes are showing dust. So I always get places when my feet are so dusty. I think it's also the way I walk. I think I walk, I don't know, but I think the way I walk also pulls a lot of dust, because sometimes I'm walking with people and I look around at them and their feet are not as dusty as mine. But should I change my walking style because we don't have development in our place? No. So welcome to my vlog. For those of you who are new here, my name is Wandia, and I'm on my way out. My vlog is about my different kind of ordinary life. Why is this lighting that way? Today it's cloudy, but you can feel the sun is behind the clouds. I don't know how to explain it. It's very bright despite being cloudy. It's not very dull, and I can't for the life of me understand why that camera is. I think there's a lot of what can you call it, a lot of light in the sky, although it's not a clear sky. Yeah, it's cloudy but very, very, very bright, and the streets as always are very bare. I can see two people coming behind me. At least at the supermarket there were some people, and I'm just hoping to God there's not going to be a big problem with getting transport. I'm wearing low shoes, so it's not going to be tough on me, because where I'm going I have a bit of a distance to walk to get to the house from the gate. But the dust, oh my goodness, the dust is just too much here. But welcome to walk with me, and let's go travel. I passed the city center to get something, and you can't believe how busy it is. I've rarely seen the city center this crowded on a Sunday, but again, schools are on holiday. Most house managers are on off, so that they can go for prayers and have some free time, and a lot of working people. Of course, since there are more people who are at home, they are taking opportunity to come and do their bit in town. But it's so lovely, and yeah, it makes me happy to see so many people taking time off to walk the streets, blazing places, sit and relax and talk and just enjoy life. And I hope wherever you are, your Sunday is nice and good. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'm now entering where I was coming to. A very, very busy Nairobi on a Sunday morning coming to me. Like, just look at that. Rarely have I seen so many people in Nairobi town. It's just amazing and beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now if the country just had total peace and total opportunities for so many of these who are youth, it would be perfect. So finally I've arrived. The matatu is going to Langata. They are just like bullets, the way they move so fast. It It always amuses me, especially imagining how Ruai we take forever just to reach any small single place. So of course, as usual, I might not show you everything that is happening and everybody who's around to protect people's privacy, and because I don't have consent, I'll just show you bits. If it's not possible, I'll just see you in between bits and pieces, and then at the end of it when I'm going home. But I'll try as much as possible to show you a bit of what's happening and a bit of family. Stay on the channel, remember to like and subscribe, press that bell so that you can get notifications when I have a video out. I eventually wiped my shoes and unfolded my trouser in the matatu, so that because then and that was at least helpful. I was even thinking of wearing socks until I get to the stage carrying 2 shoes. The dust is so much, it's not a joke. So I'll see you in a while. Take care and let's go. So it's early morning and the function went very well. I think I'm going to include a bit of it here, of just the dancing and the cutting of the cake. That went so well. Good early morning and welcome. And welcome to the vlog. What's that? I'm not at home. I'm in somebody's house. I came to visit my daughter after the party, and I'm leaving. I told you that I had a friend who's passed away, so I'm going for the burial. It's in Machakos, so I'll be traveling. I'll travel for you. I'll travel with you, and we'll see how it goes. I'm praying for journey mercies, and then I'll come back. I had not anticipated that the function, yesterday's function, the birthday, was going to take very long. I thought it was going to be over around 7 or 8, but we stayed longer, and so I slept over. So I'm just leaving from here. I'll not even pass home. I'll pass home late. I'll go home after the burial. Yeah. And I'm just hoping and praying to God that I'll find everything as well. But I'm very happy. It was so nice seeing family. But I'm telling you, things are so many. Things are so many. And I'd like to spend the night with them, spend the whole of today with them, catch up more. But I'm very grateful that this year I'm having so much opportunity to meet with family, to spend time with them, to chat, to catch up. I mean, things have just happened over the years and people have been so distant, everybody has been so alone. So I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for that. There's still another part of the family which I'm not very in touch with. And when the magic happens, as it's happening now, I'll let you know. Meanwhile, let's pray for one another that our families may be brought close, that love may spread around faster and harder and stronger, that we may be happy with each other and for one another, and uplift one another and have goodwill towards one another in all things. So those of you who are new here, my name is Wandia. I find it so funny. I'm called mom and then I say my name Wandia. Yeah, I'm Wandia, or I'm Josephine, and I wear many hats. This is just one of them. Yeah, and I'm happy that this week has started that way. I still have the maize to remove from the shamba. If the cows haven't been there, oh my goodness. Whenever I leave home, I'm like, oh God, protect my home and protect that shamba. So we'll walk with you this journey. Again, I appreciate. Thank you very much. We are almost getting to 400 subscribers. We are at 397. And we're at 122,000 views. Oh goodness. People, thank you. How do I say thank you? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And for you who have subscribed, please be aware I have over 400 videos, 450 videos. So watch my playlists. They guide you much better than just watching random videos. But again, at the end of almost every video, I put a link to another video which you can watch, and then it shows you different sides of me when I'm at work, when I'm traveling, when I'm with my family, or when I'm giving my different opinion about certain stuff. So bless you, and let's walk. We'll meet in the next point. Good heavens, this place is so cold. Can you see how misty it is? And I'm layered, and I'm glad I'm getting out. This is in the highlands of, coming to the highlands on the outskirts of Nairobi. Wow, it's so cold. But the goodness, the roads are tarmacked. I don't have dust. The dust problem of yesterday, I don't have it today. The cloud is, I can't even see there are clouds or what, because it's all misty, meaning it's cloudy color completely. I see in the distance behind me, it's all mist, even in front. We'll catch you as I travel. So we're done with the burial, and I'm on my way to visit family, my own family now, up, because we live around the same vicinity as the family, and we grew up together in the same estate when we were young. It was great seeing people. It's very sad, and sincerest condolences to the Buba family. So I'll talk to you later. I'm climbing up the hill. This place is full of hills, and it was tiring me so much, and my phone battery is low. So I'll talk to you later. I stopped at a small kibanda to get some stuff, and then guess what I got? Imagine how big this plum is. I got some big juicy plums. I'm going to eat them when I get home. They're so big and juicy. I was so surprised, but happily surprised. At least that has given me a bit of a rest. So I'm climbing back on. I met my primary school best friend. She's called Jennifer. We go 50 years back, let alone my secondary school friends. I was telling you that we go 40 years. This one is 50 years. We met when we were 7 years old. 50 something. Actually, I can say 53 because I'm 60 now. From primary, we used to read Enid Blyton books, Famous Five. We used to do picnics in the school compound. We remembered, and we had such a laugh, and we were so happy that our friendship is still strong. Her brother is married into the family of the deceased. You know, it's so lovely meeting people from a long time ago, and so many other people who I met. But I'll give you more of this later on. The batteries, I'm just being warned by the phone that the battery is low, so we'll talk to you later. So it's early morning and I'm giving you just a brief view of Machakos town. This is through the trees, up country, and that's Machakos town in the distance over there. We are on the hill at my grandmother's home. It's up on the hill. So when we look over Machakos. When I go to a further place near the road, I can see a wider view of it, or in the garden. But it's early morning and I don't want to go down into the garden. So that's what I can give you, just a peep of Machakos. You can see it's very green. It's misty right now because it's early morning. We've woken up well, preparing to have breakfast, and then I'll give you a small tour of the garden later on. But for now, you can see we have this loquat tree. It's full of loquats. You know, the one I show you in my house behind the kitchen. I told you that it gave a bit of fruits, but it stopped because Ruai is very dry. But I only ate some. But here you can see they are so plenty. The fruit is yellow everywhere. You can see yellow on it. So I'm going to be having a small feast. And then we have more trees here. It's farmland here and it's hilly area. So you can see even across that side, it's more hills. We have other relatives who also live there. And when we were younger, behind this tree, there's a home of another grandmother that is across here. So we'd shout at one another, "Hey, how are you?" in the morning. That was just childhood games. But we have that hill and we are on another hill. Overlooking Machakos, there are several hills. So we are on the most prominent one. Well, the second most prominent one, I can say. So welcome to the vlog. Good morning from the city of Machakos, and I hope you are well wherever you are watching. Please let me know where you're watching from. Thank you very much for the support, because we are now at 399 subscribers, getting to 400. I appreciate you all, my subscribers, all my viewers. Thank you for the continued support, and keep it on the channel. I'll talk to you later. So one of the different ways we cook up country is that we can use the firewood, and then in my grandmother's place there's an advanced system of cooking. We have the local 3 stones that is the most traditional. Then we have another one that is an improved style. I'm going to show you later on. That one is a stove that has been built. Even Indians built it. Then you put just a few sticks of firewood. You don't use as much firewood as the 3 stones. We also use that. And then the third one we have is using, this is called a jiko. It's a stove. It's very light. You can have a big one or you can have a small one. We also use this. This one uses charcoal. I know the government is asking people not to use charcoal because of cutting trees and firewood. But here we live up country. I mean, there are still many trees and we can use all of them. The fourth one we use is gas, because here we are still developed. We still use cooking gas, but we make preferences. Like now, because it's very cold in this season, if once we make breakfast with this jiko, the charcoal is still there and the house is very well aired. So we are still going to, in Kikamba we say kwata the iko, which means to sit by the fireplace and warm yourself with the jiko. And because the house is tiled and it's very well air conditioned, ventilated, we are going to warm ourselves by the fireside. So what I'm doing now is helping to light the fire in the jiko. We use old papers, newspaper, carton box, whatever papers you have. So sometimes if you have children and you have people in the house who are not very well read, they'll tear some children's books by mistake, or a newspaper you've not finished reading. So that's a big joke about lighting fires. But nowadays we have style. Take a piece of nylon and burn on top, or what we call uhuru bags, some type of paper that it's a bag but it's made of a bit of plastic and a bit of cloth. You just hold it, light it on top of the fire, and then it lights a fire. So our fire is lit, and welcome to my Machakos lifestyle. This is now the real village living. Where I am in Ruai is countryside. It's just a bit, it's not Oshago, that is the city, but I'm on the outskirts. But when I'm here, this is the real village living. You can see avocado trees here have been here for over 50 years. Machakos is hilly. Where we are, it's hilly. So we have terraces. There's this terrace that has the house. There's another terrace that has another home. There are other terraces going that way, like 20 to 50 terraces before you get to the road. Going up the hill, there are many other terraces. All the farms are on terraces. So one very interesting thing about Machakos is that, and not just Machakos, but also a lot of Ukambani, is that people live on terraces and we also farm on terraces. So if you are in Kenya next time and you want to come and visit me, we might take a visit to Machakos. Welcome to the vlog, and please remember to subscribe. Sorry, I was not able to take you to the garden to walk around with you in the farm. Things got so busy, and you know how it is when I tell you that whenever I'm with family, things become very busy and I'm not able to. So I'm leaving now to head back to Nairobi. It's been a lovely stay. I've accomplished what I came to do. It was also nice seeing my relatives, and it was a good experience. It is cold here. It's very, 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 very cold. We've just had lunch. I'm preparing to set off to go find out how my house has been, how my home has been since I've been away, and then get back to the routine of Nairobi. I thank you so much for working with me. I appreciate you so much for being on this channel, for supporting me in any way, and for walking this journey with me. So let's head to Nairobi and I'll show you a bit of the route when we are going there. See you in a bit. See how steep this, I tell you, we live in a place of hills. See how steep that path is going downwards. Very steep. This is the ground, and then this shortcut going up, and then you go up the hill again, up the road, up the hill. It's very tiring, but you know, in Ukambani we say no, it's just here. I'm going just here, and then a few hours later you've walked 5 kilometers. That's somebody carrying what I had shown you that before. So yeah, this is a place of hills. Let's walk. Very misty in most of Machakos today. You can see the rolling hills in the distance, but you can barely see a lot of the town very well because of the amount of mist. But it's all green. God has favored us with good weather in the past few months. Giant avocado trees are a very common sight here in this part of Machakos. Sasa most of this place used to be forested, like that place across the hill, and now clearing is happening so fast and so much. So forests like this are soon going to be gone. But you see, I told you that Machakos is full of terraces. These are the terraces now for farming, the farmland. And then when you want for building, you put up a bigger terrace. The terrace for the house is normally a much bigger one. And you can see there's a little path snaking in between the terraces. That's where people pass. So there are the terraces, and that's across the hill from where I am. That's it. Very beautiful, very picturesque. Down the hill again. We are going down the hill again. Yeah, we are still going down the hill. So I'm going down the hill where I go to get my transport. My matatu is down this hill. So I've come from up there. It's still quite a while to go. And the terraces I was showing you are right at the end of that hill with a forest on that side at the back, at my back. Yeah, this is the road trip back to Nairobi from Machakos. Walk with me, and please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. So I'm at the local shopping center. I had gone to do some transaction, and I'll just stand here and wait for a matatu. I can see one coming from down. They are boda bodas, but I won't take a boda boda. I'll just wait here and take a matatu. That's the hill up where I've come from, and this is down there where I'm going. Yeah, it's beautiful. Let me show you the scene that I'm looking at. You see that? The hills. I can't zoom the phone properly. Let me face it that side. Then you can see the slow rolling hills. But right now it's very misty here. You can't see the hills very clearly because it's very misty, but let me zoom. Yeah, there they are. Those are more hills from a distance. Yeah, that's our local shopping center. Have you ever seen a giant tree stump? These are outside Kenya Forest office in Machakos, and these stumps are the hugest I've ever seen in my life. Let me take a video. That's my size with the backdrop of one of those huge tree stumps. Very old, very huge, very big, gigantic tree stump. It looks like a rock. Yeah. It's not only that one. There's that one, that's the biggest, and then we have this other one, which is termite ridden. That one. You can see the trees are so huge. Their canopies almost shield the whole area, the whole fencing. That's the hugest one. Bits of it have been cut. I think they are starting to clear the stumps because of the coming on to the road. Then look how beautiful this one is. It has branches, smaller branches growing off, and they look fresh and creamish. Apart from that, meaning that this some time back they had cut the tree down. They had pruned the tree, and then new branches grew. And look at the stump of that one. Let me get closer. Look how big it is. And this is not the biggest one. The other one we passed up there, that one, that's the biggest. But this is also big, and yet look how huge it is. It's as huge as a rock. And there it is, the branches. And you see what I'm telling you? That the earlier branches had been cut off. These are new branches growing. and so they end up looking nice and new, and it's like it's a different tree, but it's just the same tree, but the branches had been trimmed. Let me try and turn the camera and zoom in. There's another one, another huge tree stump. Look at that. That's almost like 8 feet wide if you go down the roots that are going that way, the ones that are going that way. It branches off into 2 main branches, and then the tiny ones where it had been pruned before. Those are the ones that look fresh and creamish. Yep. The splendor of nature. Look at this magnificent tree. Beautiful. And some of them are not types of trees that I see planted nowadays, so they are very indigenous to this place. This one is a full 10 feet wide. I told you I go to great lengths to make sure I bring you the best. So I walked from up the hill. I'm almost getting to the bottom of the hill. Those who know this place know that I walked a bit of a distance, but I would not have gotten those shots if I had taken a matatu, public transport, further up the hill. I'd have just remained with the shots that I got at home. So I'm doing this because I love my viewers, because I appreciate all of you coming to watch me here, and I strive to do the best to show you as much variety as I can. So let me look at this tree that's so interesting. It has branches going downwards and then tiny smaller branches going upwards. And it looks like it has a writing on the parts of some of the bigger branches. Let me zoom it. You see? On those, where is that? Up on that branch looks like it has writing. Okay, when I look with the naked eye, it looks like that. Don't know if I get, yeah, there it is. Looks like there's chalk markings, but it's just the decoration of the tree. I tell you that I love nature, it's not just a saying. I do love nature, and when I take a walk like this, I'm reveling in what I'm seeing, the fresh air, the fact that I'm even walking, and the feeling of being home. There's a certain pride and happiness that it gives me that I wouldn't enjoy anywhere else. So yeah, I do this for you, my viewer, to make sure that you get the best, and to make sure that as I'm pleasing myself, I'm also educating someone. I'm showing something different, showing someone something different. You're enjoying the sceneries that I enjoy, you're enjoying the experiences that I enjoy, and you're learning more about Wandia, what makes Wandia tick. It's a busy road, being this road connects us to, what is it called? Not Kangundo. Kaveani. There's a place right up. I've never been that far up, but I know there's another small town that's way ahead, and then the main one where they branch off, that goes to Mutitone, and then it goes on ahead to Tala and then to Kangundo. Yeah, so this forests reserve, I don't know if it's a reserve or it's just an office, and then they have some trees reserved. A great majority of them, if not all of them actually, are indigenous trees. But of course, being Kenya Forestry Reserve, it must have some of the imported trees that were later planted around Kenya and took hold as trees that can be used in compounds, can be beautified for public areas, that can be utilized in wetlands, in drylands, and all that for specific purposes. Because the purpose of Kenya Forestry is not just to enhance growth of trees and protect forests, but also to protect indigenous trees and bring in trees also that are not indigenous to this region, but can do well in certain areas to help to balance either the pH of the soil, or if it's a swampy area, to drain it, or if it's reforesting a place, to pick trees that are hardy, that are not indigenous but can cope. I don't know the total mandate of Kenya Forestry, but I'd imagine those are some of the works which are involved with it. So I'll talk to you in a bit. My battery is low, and let's continue with the walk. Thank you again. Remember to like and to subscribe. I found this lovely old tree, and I said let me come and say hello to you from Machakos, from this tree. Welcome to Machakos. That's some of the wonders of Machakos, and you're welcome to visit. So this one has creepers, but it seems like the moisture around this tree has been reduced. You see the water flows down, it doesn't remain stagnant here, and people have built around it. So the creepers are sort of dying off. The humidity must have been decreasing over the years, but you can see the magnificence of the tree. It's so huge, and a lot of the branches are intertwined into others, the newly grown branches. I think, oh yeah, some of the huge grown creepers. Let me see. Look at that. These are old trees that have been here, probably going to 80 to 100 years. At least I'm 60 years, and some of these trees might be older than me because they've never been cut off. And the canopies are gigantic, stretching to over 40 meters, 40 feet in diameter. They stretch right up to the road. I don't know if this is a fig tree. I don't know what the branch is like. How wide this is, but it's so beautiful. This is the type of artistry I'd like to have around my home, even if it wouldn't be a living tree, just an artwork that looks like it. This is lovely, magnificent. We should preserve a bit more of these old trees to show children how big trees can grow and also the magnificence of nature around us. Yeah, look at that. I think I'll take a thumbprint here. Yeah, that's lovely. I saw this in Mombasa, I remember. Like this, old town. We had creepers, those were on walls, but they were grandiose. Like this. Yeah. Oh, how lovely. That's a real mother of a tree. Magnificent. So there's my ride. I'm off and my battery is low and I've not charged my power bank, so I might not see you until we get to Nairobi. Till the next time we meet, please subscribe to the channel, stay on. Welcome to Machakos and God bless. So I've arrived in Machakos town so that I can connect to my back. That is Titot Restaurant Hotel. That's one of the most popular and famous places within Machakos town when you arrive and you want to meet friends or guests or have a date. The food is awesome and they have very great samosas. It's also a historical place. Actually, historically, people have come to meet at Titot. People have come to convene at Titot before they go on somewhere else, and even us as a family, we've made it a habit over the years. We've been meeting there. There's a bee on my shoulder. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to pop in and have a cup of tea and then head on so that I don't have to eat another meal. I've just had lunch, but I'll have tea because I'm not having the third meal for the day. The place is very modest but very spacious and very popular. Right now, there are not many people. It's about 2 p.m. so you don't expect there's a big crowd here. So I've stopped. I'm going to have tea and a mandazi here at Titot Hotel. The place is very modest and nice, like I've told you, very simple. That's the furniture. Don't want to shoot revelers who are here. I've taken a corner table, so what I'm going to have is a meal here. You know, I'm not having 3 meals in a day, so I've had breakfast and I've had lunch, and then I'm going to have this tea. It's going to warm me up for the safari, and then I'm also not going to have supper after this, so that I can maintain my weight loss schedule. Can I call it schedule or diet plan or whatever it is, so that I don't eat 3 meals in a day. The walk down took a bit of my energy, and because I had had rice for lunch, so don't ask yourself how come I'm saying I'm sleeping. I've just had lunch about less than 2 hours ago, and I'm having tea. This is to beef up the energy I've used, because it took me about almost half an hour walking down that road so that I could take pictures of the trees that I showed you to incorporate into this video, to this vlog. so to incorporate into this vlog. So I'm building up that energy that I'm taking, and then by the time I get home, I'm good to go. And remember also, when I reach home, I have another half an hour to walk up to my house, so I can't also exert so much energy, and I'm not refilling that because I've done a lot of walking today. That was it might have been downhill, but it was quite a walk still. So thank you for staying on the channel, and keep it here. Then we'll see you later. Let me show you the tea. This tea has been sunk. Altogether, that in Kenya shillings is 110 shillings. That's about, it's less than $1 actually. Yeah. So if you stop by here, or if you have friends stopping here and you can afford it, please treat them to some tea. When they get to Machakos, just tell them, go to KiambuTo. Of course, I'm advertising it. It belongs to a family who are a friend of mine, and it is a good place. It is a landmark in Machakos, so why not? Treat a friend who's coming here, or just you yourself if you're coming here and you have a function in Machakos, you have stuff to do. This is a place that I'd recommend. We'll see in a while. Let me take you. So I'm heading to the main bus station, but this is the view that shows the hill where I came from. You can see it from the middle of the town. That's where it is in the distance. I told you that the center itself is, remember I could show you the city center from the hills. We live on one of those hills, in an extension of this hill further on. So since I'm in the center of the town now, going to the bus station, that's one of the sights that you can see from the town. And we have trees lining up the streets of Machakos. There are not very many, but on this street you can see we have trees teetot in the background, and it makes for a very beautiful view and sight when you're in Machakos of the city. So I've taken my tea, I'm heading to the bus station. Tuk-tuks are a very common form of transport here, and where the place I'm walking, it's going towards the bus station, and it has a lot of vendors, a lot of merchandise sellers, and also shops operating. It's a very busy hub, and I'm going to show you the other side. There's also another hill. You see, right at the back we have another hill up there. Yeah, Machakos is really surrounded by hills, and that's that's another hill again. You can see just a peak of it. Yeah. So the bus stop is very busy, and then Machakos is a relatively safe town compared to if I was in some other places. And then also getting to bus stations is usually relatively safe because of the numbers of people on the street, so I'm able to vlog. So I'll show you a bit of coming into the bus park, the matatu park, and then after that I'll go catch my vehicle, so I might not vlog. I've been lucky that the battery hasn't gone off, but now it's still. That is somebody advertising for herbal medicines, and everybody everybody's allowed to do their trade. So I'll show you a bit of the market and then I'm off for now. So I have a choice to pick either the Nissans, which costs more to get to Nairobi, or I can climb the bigger Matatus. They are cheaper. So what I normally do if I'm traveling alone, I don't have a baby, and irrespective of how much money I have, I always pick the bigger Matatus. Those ones, they are cheaper, so I'll take that so that I can save some money. And it doesn't matter whether I have money or not. That's what I normally prefer. Oh, sorry, I've stood at the wrong one. The ones going to Nairobi are not heavy laden, but when they are coming from Nairobi, coming to Machakos or other destinations, they are very heavy laden with things. So this one probably came from Nairobi. It bypassed here to drop off some passengers and then pick up others. But the one that's going to my Nairobi is that one that I'm going to pick, the blue one. And you can see that it doesn't have a carrier, it doesn't have a lot of things on top, because the heavy luggage is usually coming in from Nairobi, the merchandise and everything. But coming from Machakos, people are just carrying hand luggage, food, just a negligible. Sorry, this is the second one. The first one is a green one. And little things. When they are coming back to Machakos, that's when they are carrying a lot of things, and that's when it's heavily laden. So that's the one that's going to be my ride back to Nairobi. So we'll catch you in Nairobi probably. I'm keeping on saying this because I don't know how long my battery is going to last, and it might go off any moment. And then another good thing is that there's another huge tree here at the bus station. So till I get to my destination, catch you there. It is dark in this matatu, you can't see much. And not a lot of passengers have entered. It's still early. Let me see if I can show you a bit of it. It's also glitzy. Yep. And the cost is 150. That's about $1 up to Nairobi.